So I have a serious problem. It's this silly little problem called I have way too much of this yarn. This is called Just Chenille yarn, and this is actually from the Dollar Tree. I kind of went crazy a couple years ago when this yarn was introduced into the Dollar Tree yarn rotation, and I was like, wow, it's so cute, it's so fluffy, I can make so many cute things. I'm gonna buy way too much. And here we are, years later. I still have so much of this yarn and I have not been able to use it up. So today's video is gonna be 2 crochet challenges in one. Number 1, I'm gonna see how much I can crochet in this entire day. And number 2, I'm gonna see how much of this I can use up in the process. So today I will be crocheting as much as possible and I'm gonna see how many things I can get done and how much I can do in one day. Now we are getting a little bit of a late start today. It's already 1:15 in the afternoon, but I'm hoping that, I'll work a little bit later tonight and that'll kind of make up for it. So anyway, let's pick out some yarn and let's pick a project and let's get started. So I have a couple patterns that I've already been eyeing. These rubber ducks are one of them. They are so incredibly cute. And this pattern has them in like a whole bunch of colors, so I could use up a bunch of colors from my yarn. Also, these free dinosaurs are so cute. I kind of want to do this little brontosaurus. It's super adorable. And all of these patterns will be linked down below. Okay, so pulling up my yarn bin, let's see what we've got here. Got my little safety eyes and everything. It's really all mostly pastels. Pastel pink, this kind of like a little pastel-ish yellow, pastel purple, pastel blue, and I'll actually be lucky if I find some green in here because green was the color that I bought the least of, but I have a bunch of black also and a bunch of yellow. Okay, I think I'm gonna try to make one of the little duckies first, and the only thing is we don't have any orange for the beak, but I'm just gonna pull from my regular yarn from that, so it's gonna be a little silly looking. It's gonna have this yarn for the body, but then it's gonna be worsted weight for the beak. Now it is 1:30. That took me like 15 minutes to film this whole intro. So we'll see how much we can get done. I'm gonna butt in here really quick if that's okay with you, because I do have something really cool to show you. Today's video is sponsored by Pear Eyewear, and if you are a crocheter, if you're a creator, if you're crafty, if you love rainbows, if you love colors, if you are similar to me in those ways, I know that you will love these glasses. The name of the game with these is that you choose your base frame, so I have the Quinn in black, and then you pick out top frames that just snap on. I seriously think this is game-changing for those of us who love to like customize all of our outfits with matching accessories and all that good stuff. I love to do that, but it's so annoying when I want to make an all green outfit and all I have are red glasses. But with Pear, you quite literally swap them out just like that. So I do have some new top frames, as you can see. My latest ones are the Plum to Lilac Gradient Crystal. Then we have the Ethereal Pearl. I just thought these were so pretty and just so gorgeous. And then I did pick out some sunnies. These are the Polarized Rose Gold Sparkle Sun Top. And on top of my frames, feeling super comfortable and being super high quality. It's honestly been such a game changer with the sunglasses specifically as a glasses wearer. If you know, you know. I took another sun top to Disney World and it was so perfect. When you're constantly going in and out of the sun, it can be so annoying as a glasses wearer to take off your glasses and then put on sunglasses. So I wore my Pear base frames, I brought my sun tops, and it was so easy just to like snap them on and off throughout the day. I think Pear frames are super affordable as well. If you want to rock multiple pairs of glasses, then you're going to be spending money on a million pairs of glasses to get a bunch of different colors. But with Pear, you can just buy a base frame. They start at 60 bucks, and then all you have to buy are the top frames. I've just been really loving my Pear frames, and if you want to check them out, then you can use my link down below. I also have a code for you to use, froggygift15, and it gets you a free gift with your order. There's free shipping, free returns, it's risk-free, all that good stuff. So if you want to check them out, don't forget to use my code. Again, that is froggygift15 for your free gift with your order. Thank you again to Pear Eyewear for sponsoring this video. And now let's get back to the crocheting. Okay, it's 1:32 and I am officially beginning the duck. I just had to go grab the file really quick, but I'm gonna start. It looks like it is worked from like the body up, if that makes sense. Like the head is the last thing we'll be crocheting. And it's all one piece, and this one is no-sew. Always on the hunt for ones that are like no-sew patterns because it's just less sewing, less time, you know? There's my first little bit, 8 single crochets in a magic circle. But yeah, I'm gonna keep working on this and then I will check in once I have made some sort of significant progress. Okay, it's 1:47 and this is how far I got. I think this is almost the majority of the body, so this actually goes pretty fast. And now we like fold it and make like, I don't know, like the tail part. And then we're gonna slip stitch through both sides as well. Just like that, we have a little space where like the head is gonna go, and then we have just like the body of it and the tail. Super cute, oh my gosh. But okay, the next thing that it says to do is to stuff with fiberfill. I literally have this sitting on my desk, so I'm just gonna use this because I don't feel like getting up to go get more. And I really want to try to like be super locked into this because I want to see exactly how long this takes me to see kind of like if I made a bunch of ducks, how many could I realistically make today? You know, if they each take me 30 minutes or 1 hour or whatever. But okay, there it is, stuffed. It's looking really cute so far. I'm very excited. So now I'm going to work on the head. It's just working in these unworked stitches for the rest of the time. So I'm going to get to work on that, and I will check back in once again once I have made some good progress. Okay, this is as far as I got making the head. In the next round, we actually have to attach the beak. And in the pattern, you were supposed to make the beak first, but I didn't do that. So I'm gonna do that really quick. The only orange that I have is this one. It looks bright orange in real life. I don't know if it's showing up like that on camera, but to me, this is like neon orange. I don't know. But thankfully to make the beak, it shouldn't be that bad. So I'm just actually pulling some of this yarn out, and I'm gonna double up on the yarn just because this is a worsted weight and I'm trying to match the weight of the fluffy yarn that I'm using. So that just means that I'm gonna hold 2 strands together, and that's gonna make it a little bit thicker. Okay, and that's done. There is the little beak. I'm just gonna snip these tails coming from the middle, and we're gonna leave this tail just in case, I don't know. Also, this is how much of the yarn I have left from this skein. Of course, it wasn't like full to begin with, but this uses up the yarn pretty quick. Okay, I'm gonna continue with the next round. Now I have the beak made, so I can go ahead and attach that. Okay, there's the beak sewn on. I think it'll look a little bit better once I finish the head. It looks so silly, but yeah, it's on. I mean, that worked really well. I like that technique. Just quickly worked up 2 more rows, and now it's time to add the safety eyes. So I'm actually running out. This is like my little backup one that I had to dig into because I have like barely any left. Does that look good? What do you think? It looks so silly with this worsted weight yarn because it makes like a hole. I don't know. Ugh. Oh my gosh, literally me, head empty, nothing in there. We're finally on the decrease round, so that means this is almost done. So I'm just gonna work on this, and we also have to stuff the head as we go. And then I think I'm gonna add the little blushies because on the pattern they have little blushies, so I'm gonna give them blushies. Okay, it's 2:25 and the ducky is officially finished. Here he is in all of his beautiful glory. I think he came out so cute. So this took me almost an hour to make. I think I want to do a different pattern next just to mix it up a little bit. So I think I'm gonna try the Brontosaurus next. That looks really fun. And I really want to like use up a lot of this yellow, and I could make a yellow Brontosaurus, but I could also use up a lot of the pink. I don't know, like which one should I do? I think I'm just gonna use up some of the yellow because for pink, like all the pink yarn, I can find projects way easier to use that up, but the yellow might be a little more difficult to use up, so I'm gonna do that. But okay, I'm gonna get to work on this. This one will probably take me longer. This looks a little bit bigger, so we'll see how it goes. Checking in, it is officially an hour later. I don't know where the time goes. Like, honestly, I could have sworn we just started, but here's my progress so far. This pattern has confused me in a couple areas, so I feel like my legs down here, well, the dino legs, turned out a little bit interesting, but it's still gonna be cute at the end of the day. So I'm guessing we're gonna do like a tail or something here, and then this is gonna be the neck, because right now I have 6 more rows of just single crocheting all around. I still think it'll come out cute though, even if I kind of messed up in a couple parts. My stitches were off for like 4 rounds straight and I kept trying to fix it and it wasn't cooperating. So I think I eventually got it fixed. So we're chilling now. We're chilling now. So anyway, I'll just keep working on this and I'll check back in a little bit. It's starting to look like a little dinosaur. I'm so excited. So now I'm gonna put the eyes in really quick. So I'm gonna put the first one, I think right here, if you can see that right there. And then they have to be 7 stitches apart. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That doesn't seem right. It does not seem right, but I'm just gonna place the other one on the other side where I think it would look good. So something like that. Does that look right? I think it looks cute. There's our little man. Again, head empty, head empty. Time check, it is 3:55, so almost 4 o'clock, and we started at what, 2:30? But okay, I'm just gonna finish off the head and then we'll get to work on the tail next. It's 4:15 and I've officially finished our dino. Look how cute. He came out honestly so adorable. I love him so much. Look at his little face. I added some blushies because you have to add blushies. You really do. But yeah, he came out so cute. I think the pattern calls for blanket yarn and he's supposed to be a little bit bigger, but I love that he came out this like cute little size. He's so cute. So okay, I finished at 4:15 and we started at 2:30. So this took me an hour and 45 minutes. So I mean, not bad, honestly. There were like 1 or 2 rows where I had to redo it, so I think that set me back a little bit, but I am for the most part like just crocheting and that's all I'm doing, you know? I'll stop, like eat a little snack, stop, drink some water, stop, scroll through the pattern or, you know, whatever, but like I'm not very distracted today. So that is almost an hour and 45 minutes of pure straight crocheting. But I kind of want to make something a different color now. Like I'm kind of bored of the yellow. So my next goal after this next color will be to try to maybe finish this off, but I need to work on a different color. However, I'm just gonna take a quick break. I've been sitting for a bit, so I'm gonna stretch, I'm gonna get some more water, I'm gonna walk around, and then I will get back to it in just a bit. Yeah, I meant to take just a 15-minute break, and it turned into 45 minutes. Yeah, but I really just wanna make something fast right now. It's already 5. I usually start making dinner at 6, so I kind of just want to make something fast that I know I'm going to be able to finish before dinner. And I found this really cute mini octopus pattern and it says make in 20 minutes. This will also be linked in the description. I'm wondering, could I even make like 2 of these? I don't know, but I think that's what I'm going to do next. And I'm thinking we should probably do like blue or purple. So I'm going to pick a color and I'm going to move to the floor because I'm like uncomfortable sitting in this chair for so long. Official start time is 5:01 and I recorded myself crocheting this entire thing from start to finish just to actually time myself, and spoiler alert, it does actually take me 20 minutes on the dot, including stuffing, putting in the safety eyes, sewing it up, and snipping off all the threads, which is pretty incredible. Like, I did not expect it to actually, you know, take me only 20 minutes, so that was super fun. But sitting here all cozied up with all my plushies was so nice, and honestly, like, I loved filming this video, you guys. I absolutely loved just having an excuse to crochet all day and not, like, feel guilty about it, because sometimes I want to crochet but I'm like, oh, I should be editing, or oh, I should be like doing something else for videos and for YouTube. So I don't know, lately I've just felt kind of guilty for trying to crochet on my own, just like for funsies, which I know is so dumb. It really is, but it's also so hard to balance all of my hobbies. Like, I don't even know how I do it these days. Like, of course there's playing video games, and I'm trying to read more and crochet, and also cooking and making new recipes, and it gets hard to just sit down and pick a hobby. And honestly, crochet has been getting shoved on the back burner for a while, which is not good. So this day was super great. I just loved saying, yeah, I have to crochet all day today for work, for work. That's how I can force myself to do stuff, you guys. Like, actually, if I just say, hey, I'm gonna make a video about X, Y, and Z, or I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z topic for a video, then I literally force myself to do it like so successfully, and I don't even feel guilty or bad about it. I'm like, no, I'm working. So like, yeah, I have to play with my squishmallows right now because this is for a video, this is for work. Or like, yeah, I have to go to Five Below right now because I'm filming a shopping vlog. Duh, it's for work. Which, like, do I even hear myself talking? Like, that's so crazy to say. So thank you all so much. Like, I seriously could never say thank you enough to all of you because I am so grateful that I am able to say, yes, I go to Five Below for work, and yes, I crochet for work. Like, that's incredible. That's truly amazing. Not many people can say that. Not many people get those opportunities. So thank you guys so much. Anyways, I'm just about done here. And also, side note, when you saw me like kind of talking to my phone, that was me using text to speech to tell my boyfriend what I wanted from Taco Bell. Because I didn't want to put down my crochet and stop for even a minute just to text him back. I was like, I'm using text to speech for this. And I did get some nachos from Taco Bell and it was pretty good. So anyways, yes, like I said, the 20 minutes included picking out the safety eyes and putting them in and stuffing. And I brought everything to the floor with me so I could do it super easily right from the floor under my cozy little blankie. So yeah, we finished up. The pattern was right. That took me like exactly 20 minutes. It came out so cute, so I'm very happy with that. Let's make another because it is 5:22 and I can squeeze in another one of these bad boys in 20 minutes. Let's do blue next just to shake it up a little bit, and maybe if I make something pink after dinner, we'll have used almost all of the colors of yarn that I have of this. Well, I still need to use black and white. Starting at 5:23 for the next one. I'll see you in 20 minutes. All right, 5:41 on the dot. And I finished. Yep. Now we have these two bad boys, and I was able to use up some of these like clear eyes that I just haven't found a use for, but they're so cute. I love them. So anyway, dinner time now. I'm gonna start preparing for dinner, and then we'll pick back up once I finish eating. Okay, hey, moving on to the next project. I'm going to be starting off with some pink yarn. We're starting at 8:22, and I am going to be making this baby dragon pattern that I found on Instagram. I wasn't feeling any of the other patterns that I had shown earlier in this video. I wasn't feeling any more ducks or any more octopi, at least in this given moment, or another dino or anything like that. So I went perusing Instagram for some free patterns, which Instagram is like a great spot to find free patterns nowadays. The landscape has changed so much from when I was crocheting. Like when I was crocheting, it was all about Ravelry. Like that's where everyone went for patterns. And nowadays, like you can just find a pattern on TikTok. You can just find a pattern on Instagram. So it's pretty cool. And of course, I will be linking this pattern down below as well. But yeah, I was talking to my sister on the phone. So it was nice to do a little bit of crocheting and chatting with family. Also, am I the only one who needs to be under a blanket at like all times? I'm always under a blanket. I don't know if it's just because we keep our house cold or what, but just I don't know, blankets are so cozy, and also like my toes get cold, so even when I'm just sitting at my desk, I want a blanket for at least my feet, you know. Maybe I could just wear socks, but I don't do that. I'm not a socks person that much, even though I have a lot of fluffy socks. I should really get back on my fluffy socks game. But yeah, just something about, you know, being under a blankie, crocheting, talking with your sister on the phone. It's great. It's great. So here's the progress on the baby dragon. There is the little head that I made. And then, you know what, for all my talk about the blanket, I took it off after that. Wow. This pattern, as you probably saw in the image, has the cutest little safety eyes that they use for these dragons, and I do not have those. I do not. So mine looks a little sillier, a little goofier, but that is okay. So anyways, I made some more progress on this, and now I have an update for you. Okay, it's officially been an hour, I believe. I started at 8:20, right? But here's the progress on the baby dragon. So I finished like the main body, which this was pretty quick to work up. So we've got the cute little face, and we've got legs and a really long little tail. And it said to like stuff it lightly so it can kind of like bend. So it can kind of bend. And then I also finished 2 little ears. That's what they look like, pretty simple. And I just finished the first wing. So I decided to do white because I was gonna do all yellow just to keep in that theme of like pink lemonade dragon. But all the other dragons like that they have on the the pattern. Like they have other pictures of multiple dragons in multiple colors. They all had white wings and then like the little accent color here on the top. So I'm just doing that. So that's kind of what it'll look like. And then I don't know where we put the ears. I think it's something like that. I don't know, that looks weird. I'm sure it'll come together. It'll come together, but this is like way better progress than I was thinking. Like I didn't think I was gonna make this much stuff and everything's so cute. So I'm like really happy with how this video is going so far. So anyways, I'm gonna work on the second wing and then we'll put this all together.
It's not making the bun soggy, it's not making it nasty, because that's good to give this a 9 out of 10. So I will see you guys tomorrow for the final. I looked at them anyway, I said to myself, you know, man, there's something about it that just... started tasting like dog food. It started tasting like Purina canned dog food. But it's still a fun 10 seconds.
I finished the dragon. I'm gonna need you to not laugh. Okay, because okay, first of all, I think this is the most crooked thing I've ever made. Like the spine thingy crooked, the wings sewn on crooked. So be nice to him, okay? I just feel like he looks like an old man. I don't know, like the face. I don't know, like the pattern is so cute. The pattern has like a different head shape. I don't know what I did wrong, but I mean, it's something. It's something. It kind of just looks like a dragonfly. It doesn't really look like a dragon. It looks like a dragonfly. It looks like a bug. I don't know. And like the little eyes that they use in the pattern are so cute. And I don't have those. I just have regular safety eyes. So poor little dragon. Poor little crooked dragon. I was really rushing the sewing. Yeah. I finished at 9:48, an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and 30 minutes-ish, which for kind of a subpar result, I'm a little sad. I definitely have preferred all the other things that we made today, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and drown my sorrows in another octopus and just, yeah, gently pat this poor dragon. Okay, it is 10:19 and I officially finished another octopus. This one took me a little bit longer because I wasn't super locked in. I was distracted watching this video where a guy eats at Disney World for every meal for a whole week, but he has like $4 to spend. It's been pretty crazy, but anyways, yes, I finished another octopus. Now, my safety eye situation is very drastic and dire right now. I barely have any, and I know it looks like I have a lot because I do have a lot of these like colorful ones. So I've got like brown ones and I've got like a bunch of blue ones and stuff. But in terms of just plain black safety eyes, which is what I prefer to use, yeah, I only have like 3 pairs left and they're not really big enough for the size of plushies that I'm making. So I desperately need to restock those. I am very wiped out. So I decided to embroider eyes instead, obviously, and I chose blue and I think it goes really, really well. We have ube ice cream, strawberry ice cream, and blueberry ice cream. So yeah, I could keep going, but honestly, I think because my finger is suffering some injuries and also at this point my hands are starting to feel like crampy. I think that's gonna be it because we need to prioritize our hand health, okay, and our joints and our ligaments and our muscles. But let's go over everything that we made today. So we started off with our ducky. Still love this pattern, super cute. I think he came out so adorable, but I'm glad we were able to make him and use up some of the yellow yarn. And speaking of using up yellow yarn, we've got our little brontosaurus as well, which I think is my favorite thing that we made today because he's just so cute, even though his legs ended up a little silly looking, but that's okay. Hey, he's just, you know what? He has unique feet and that's fine. But I love his little face and little blushies and I think he's the perfect size. So yes, very, very happy with him. We also have our little octopi ice cream looking guys. I love them so much. I definitely recommend this pattern for sure. Like, if you want to make something quick and easy, make one of these cuties. They're so cute. I also got to use up some of those eyes that I've just been like saving and never using, like the clear ones specifically. I never knew what to use them for, so I just used them here and they turned out great. And then last but not least, we've got our very goofy looking dragon. Very uneven, crooked dragon, but that's okay. You know what? All of us are unique, just like my little dragon. So yeah, tried to go for pink lemonade theme. I think it kind of worked. I like the colors. Maybe if I make it again, it'll turn out a little bit cuter, maybe with some trial and error, but yeah, we were able to make at least something fun. You know, this had a couple pieces to sew on, which was new. Which one was your favorite? Comment down below. How do you feel about this challenge? Do you think this is a good amount to make in one day? Do you think I could have made more? I probably could have made more, especially if I started earlier in the day. Anyways, this was super fun. I really hope that you enjoy the crochet content. I know I haven't done some crochet videos in a bit, so sorry about that, but this was very, very fun to do. I very much enjoyed it. Do leave me a comment if you enjoyed it too, and if you have any other ideas for like crochet challenges I should do, let me know, comment down below. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.